It's like I was playing it for the first time the other night, and I was just like giddy. I was like, "Ee!" Like it was because you're like, oh my god, they're gonna catch me. Am I gonna die? Like I don't know. It's so much fun. It's just
I'll load it up right now. I'll load up Steam and buy it if it's $5.
yeah. Here's the thing. Right, I'll tell you right now. Sometimes the servers are shit, and it took us half an hour to get into a game the other night. Not even kidding you.
$5 Among Us. All right.
Yeah, get it. I'll tell you right now. Shit, we could play it. You know what? Why don't we'll do the podcast? And you want to like rip a game real quick? I don't know.
We'll do
Like,
it. We'll do it at the end. Sure, why not?
yeah, I don't know. We'll make a public game and try it. So, like, you're a crewmate. You're trying to do tasks to fix the ship. The imposter has to kill you. Sometimes there's two imposters. That's about it. It's a fun game. Are we live?
We are live. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Why can I not see it?
It'll pop up in a second. It takes a full on minute. As soon as you see the notification in the Discord, it's live. It takes a minute or two.
Here we
to
go.
populate.
I see it.
Uh-oh. This channel is intended for mature audiences.
I don't know.
Looks
why
like
you're-
I gotta
why you're-
go.
I gotta go too. Fuck.
Yeah, it's live. Twitch links.
Do you want to do the envoy thing with us, Dom, or no?
No, I'm gonna meet up for lunch. I got
Okay,
a
cool.
lunch thing.
Just wanted to ask.
But I mean, you better do it quick. Nah,
Yeah,
actually, it
right.
doesn't matter.
I know, right?
They said they weren't lifting the embargo anyway, so who fucking cares?
It's fine. It's whatever. We'll just be ready to go. The idea is that we just record it, I post
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and it's just.
Listen, you know what? At the end of the day, being a douchebag like that is only going to get you so far. Like, there's a cap.
Gets a lot of people a lot of fun. I don't know. There's a cap.
Are you saying that's
Sensationalism-
because... Are you saying... No, sorry.
Like, I want to hear what you're gonna say.
I just think... I don't... Well...
I don't think there's a cap to being a sensationalist. And that's why it's such a good marketing ploy. There is no cap.
I'm a
It
believer in
works.
karma.
It works.
I don't believe in any of that shit. Just be a good person.
Look, he could do all this fucker he wants.
I thought we were
But-
talking about this. You're talking
Or
about
we're
it.
live. I'm sorry. You're right. My bad. Yeah.
We are
No
live,
one's
yeah.
here. No one's here yet.
Well, we're not live on the podcast yet, so.
Okay, cool. Well, anyways, whatever.
No one's here yet.
$5
I,
well spent. There we go. I got it.
There you go. Boom. I'm gonna crack into Resident Evil 7 pretty soon. I've
Star
like
Wars
got it loaded
Squadrons
up.
is for VR as well. What?
Yeah.
What?
There's also another Star Wars game coming out for VR. It's like this like kind of like a spy game kind of deal. Wish VR was more accessible. It's too expensive for me at least. I can't justify spending that. There
So
are some
I'll-
games that look fun.
I will say, if you want the best bang for your buck, like if you don't have like a super huge rig for VR, is get the Quest, and they just came out with the Quest 2, because what you can do is you can play it without a computer. You can play it in your headset, but then if you want to plug it in, you just plug in a USB cable from the headset into your thing, and it turns into an HMD. So it's $300.
Oh shit, that's so bad.
No, so
The thing is, so I don't know if I told you this. When I'm having computer problems for like the last year, and I finally was like, all right, let me get a new hard drive. I'm gonna get a M.2. I got like a very nice M.2 NVMe to like maybe it's my drive, and then when I got it, I did a clean install completely of Windows, like deleted everything. It's like, all right, I'm eliminating these two factors. Got it. Everything's been great. Loading times have been awesome. Everything's been really nice, really nice, really nice. And then today I was playing Halo Wars 2. I was playing they have a horde mode called Firefight, and my PC crashed, rebooted, and then did the boot loop that it's done before.
What?
sounds like a motherboard problem.
So it's either the motherboard or the CPU. And so my next, I think, quite frankly, I'm just gonna save up a little bit of cash and get like, an X570 and just go 3700X.
I think I'm gonna go full size computer for my next, because I've been
Really?
doing mini. Well, I've been doing mini ATXs forever. I'm just running out of space for stuff.
Sure.
So I think I'm just gonna do full.
I
size.
had a full tower in college, and it's so big.
Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
literally
right,
my
right.
work computer. So I'll keep the mini for the streaming, and I'll just move this. My streaming computer keeps getting bigger at this point.
Yeah.
So it's just funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably end up getting an X570 and then 3700X, and just say.
I'm gonna try to get a 3080 if I can, but we're gonna talk about that too. I can't wait.
Well, yeah, we're talking about how you shouldn't buy the 3080 for at least a month or two, I would say. Well,
I mean, my
Well, let's-
2080 Ti's are fine for now. So.
Right.
What's up, puppies? What's up, Flake Dog? Oh, puppies, you want to see the puppy?
Do you see something?
Oh, dude, that fucking puppy, man. Like, jeez, dude. I mean, the fuck, man. The internet is not worthy of Archie and this puppy together.
It's a pretty cute pup.
Yeah, Archie's having some problems with the dogger, but he'll get there. I'm not-
That's I feel like that's
You
completely
mean
normal.
your spoiled brat child dog is annoyed that you got a puppy? You don't
much.
say.
Yeah, just 1 second. I'll go get him.
I don't see chat coming up. I saw there was
Ronan.
chats in the video, but
Hellfire says, "Look at these beautiful people." Well, look. Are you looking in the mirror, Hellfire? Ha, ha,
wait,
ha,
did he
ha,
type
ha,
that
ha.
in the stream?
Yeah, and the puppy's welcome did a
Why is this not showing?
Pog Champ. Flake Dog did a lol. Puppy goes, hell yeah.
Oh, there's Hellfire.
He said he sent it like 10 minutes ago. Well, you know
Yeah, I
what,
see
dude?
that- I see
I'm
that now.
lagging a little bit in the brain. Okay, buddy.
I see it now. It didn't show up before.
I'm kind of hungover. So.
With Karate Ashi. I'm always
Karate action.
I'm always Karate Ashi.
Hey, I got a question for you. Are you familiar with a YouTuber, which you probably wouldn't care for his rhetoric, but do you know of a YouTuber named Steven Crowder by any chance?
No, I don't know.
Homeboy's a
Culture?
black belt in jiu-jitsu, and it's funny because I'm trying to find this, but apparently last night him and Chris Cuomo were supposed to have a charity fight, like an MMA fight. And
Wait, like Chris, like the brother.
yes,
of,
yes. Like it was legitimate that this was supposed to happen.
There's
And
no
I'm
way I
trying
like that.
to like find something about whether or not it actually went down or not. But he was talking about it. Like, so Crowder's like actually one of the biggest. He's pretty right wing, but you know, good dude.
I
But
can't find him.
who's Steven
It's a
Crowder?
bunch of like it's just a bunch of.
It's called Louder with Crowder is the name of his show. I mean, I'll be completely honest. You wouldn't like him, but you know, the fact that he's a black belt in BJJ, I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, damn, I guess I didn't know that.
You're sure it's Steve Crowder? Steven Crowder?
Oh, positive, yeah.
Why is I swear to God, this is not showing up for me. This
Oh my God, look at this freaking puppy, dude.
Oh, Crowder, like Chowder, but Crowder.
Yeah.
There was.
Look at
there's
this.
Another
Look
person
at this
named
thing,
Crowder.
dude.
Yeah, he's a pretty cute little dude. Wow, he's small.
He's tiny.
Small doggo.
Is he just like super shy? Like he's just like,
He's tired. He's been playing all morning. So I'll turn the brightness up on my.
don't parade
Damn.
me.
He's tired. Meanwhile, is that Polly in the background?
Oh,
Dummy?
it's this piece of shit.
Yeah, it's this. Yeah,
Oh.
the change my
I just
mind
woke up.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know you don't like him.
he's a gotcha asshole. Any gotcha asshole, regardless of what affiliation they are assholes. They go to find people that they know will say something
What just
dumb,
happened?
and they're like, "Hey, can you
Alright,
say
you just
something
froze
dumb
up
for
for
my
a
mic?" Oh, we losing Josh.
It sounds like we're losing Josh.
We
Anyway,
lost him.
here he is. Yeah, I just woke him up. He's tired.
Dude,
He's
he's
playing
cute.
all day.
Yeah, he's a super cute little dude. Look at him. Speaking of cute little dudes, look at June just like getting in the sun right now.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I was asking. That's June and the black one's Polly.
Yeah, June's the
Okay.
white and black one. Yeah,
All right.
she loves the sun. So like this
That's like the
spot-
perfect chair. That chair's like
She's
looks so
never-
New Yorker apartment.
I'll tell you where I got this chair from. But she's never done this where she's like sat on top of the like headrest. So Mallory found this chair on Facebook Marketplace, and it was like some old some old New York woman who's lived in this fucking Manhattan apartment for I couldn't tell you how long, and she sold it for like I think it was like $50 or something, but it was covered in plastic, like it was that old woman plastic covering.
Oh my
So
God.
it's like never touched air. Air's never touched it for like 20 years straight up. It's pretty much a brand new chair. You know what I mean? It's awesome.
Yeah, he's definitely
That dog is like nuzzled in there, man.
He's tired, dude. Like we were playing with him all morning. He's actually been the first night he was very he slept all through the night. Last night he slept for 7 hours before crying at like 6 a.m. to go out. But he's been asking to go out at 8 weeks old, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's good.
Is he gonna get the same size as Archie?
Yeah, he will get
Yeah, I
about
assume
25 pounds.
The Cavalier Kings are pretty similar all around, right? Like,
Man, don't tell Atreyu, but I'm definitely getting a corgi whenever he finally passes on. It's gonna happen.
savage.
What's up, Winky?
I know.
Where'd you get him? So we got him from the same breeder we got Archie from. So they're not relatives, but they're from the same place. So
How come you guys went with another King Cavalier? Just because you like it so much?
yeah.
I think I'd have to go corgi or Shiba Inu. Those are my two. Or if I could find a husky, what was it? A Huscaranian. Oh, I would totally get one of those.
Yeah,
Husky crossbred with a Pomeranian.
we wanted to continue with the reason why we went with Archie to begin with is we wanted like a dog who's like prone to laziness, who's like just want burst of energy, he's fun to be around, and then just like will sleep and be fine and be lazy, and that's why we went with Archie, and then we just wanted to continue that because we wanted to get him a friend, because if I'm going back to work, he's going to be alone all day long, that's what we wanted to do. So, but
If I ever got
Yes,
a dog, I would
Shaq.
want unfortunately a dog that doesn't do well in the city. I really want a kettle dog, Australian kettle dog.
yeah, I really wanted to get an Italian Greyhound, so they're a smaller version of the Greyhounds, but I like Greyhounds. I'm going to tell my parents to get a Greyhound forever
Cattle dog.
because they're just super lazy, and they're just we retire them. You save them from the race tack, but look at him. He's just he's a little.
His head is so small. He wouldn't make half a meatball. My dad would say about dogs. That dog's so small, he won't make half a sandwich.
He will make half the meatball.
Okay.
You guys want to get doing a thing?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
I'm
guess
ready.
we're here to do that, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're over there distracted by your small puppo.
He'll just sit in my lap. Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Overachievers Gaming Podcast. I am your host, Vash, joined as always by Ashley Pastrami and Chef Crondo. Today is OGP episode 45. 45 episodes of the regular gaming podcast. We're closing in on 100 total. We're very close. I think we're like 92 or something like that in total. So, anyway, just what's up, guys? How are you guys doing?
Living the dream, living the dream.
I still don't have a PlayStation 3.
PlayStation 5?
3?
I
I hope you don't have PlayStation 3. It's a little outdated.
I digress. I still don't have a PlayStation 5 pre-order.
Well, apparently a lot of people don't.
Me either. Just want to say real quick before we get started, I want to say a special happy birthday to Dami Ashley Pastrami. It's his birthday today, everybody. So please, if you
Take
can,
a
at him
3-1.
on Twitter or Instagram at Ashley Pastrami, and
I'm an
give
old
him-
fart now, y'all.
give him-
Wait, how old are you?
Just 31.
So what does that make me?
An older
Was it-
fart?
I'm definitely an older fart. I'm an old wet fart, is what I am. So that's how that works out. So before we get started, you can find us on Instagram at og.podcast. Our Twitter's overachieve. Our website is new at ogpodcast.fm because we're no longer Bean Overachiever. We're now ogpodcast.fm. So
No more
there's,
beans.
no more beans because I got
Always
tired of
the
everyone
beans.
being like, Bean Overachiever?
Bean Overachiever?
Yeah, exactly.
Always the beans.
So I was like, you know what? Screw you guys. ogpodcast.fm is our new
Screw
website.
you guys,
It's still
Bean
same format.
Overachiever is going home. It's a South Park reference for you.
You guys, overachievers going home.
Yeah. But so the main ticket items of this week's podcast are going to be why Chef and I can't get a PS5 pre-order and why Dom can't get
Why-
an Xbox Series X, Series X.
Well, you know what sucks about the so just go right into it. I'm sure
Yeah.
most of y'all know that the pre-orders for the two newest consoles came out recently. PlayStation, it was a very you guys.
Well,
didn't
that was a
know,
fuck
right?
up.
You
No,
guys
it was
didn't
it
know.
was
No
it was a
one
mess up. It had to have been. I
No-
woke up in the morning
I
to
heard
literally.
Insider that GameStop blew blew the load on it. There was supposed to be a timed release. Someone, maybe it wasn't GameStop, but someone got it and was like, "Hey, hey, here you go."
It was either Walmart or GameStop because it went live at midnight, and I woke up to messages from people from the West Coast and people that were in London that were like, "Oh, look at my pre-order," and I'm like, I like literally am waking up. My first thing in the morning, I'm looking at Discord. I'm like, what? This happened? Like what? And it's gone.
That was
everywhere.
definitely honestly a blunder. Xbox, they're like, all right, we're gonna do it on this day. It wasn't a blunder, but it was still the same scenario. The thing that sucks was, so I didn't plan on buying a new Xbox. You know, I recently upgraded my computer. I want to upgrade it some more. I have an Xbox One X. Like I'm more than fine.
You're set.
I'm okay. But Microsoft was going to do their all access deal, which they've done. I actually got my old Xbox that way. It's 2 years interest-free payments, and it comes with their Games Pass, their Games Pass Ultimate, whatever it is. And you end up saving money on it. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, $30 a month to get the new Xbox, like, and Games Pass and everything. That's a pretty good deal. And so I had a regular Xbox in my cart. I could have checked out if I wanted to. I was like, no, I'm going to do the all access. Exit out of the cart, go to the all access, kaput, done. Like, and that was in minutes. That was, I'm not kidding you, within minutes.
Yeah.
You know?
The bots, man. The bots are out. They're out there. I mean, somebody just said it in chat, but the sneaker bots are ordering everything. Dude, like, Vash hit me up one night, and he's like, it's going live on, I think it was like Walmart or something.
Yeah,
and this happened to me
Target.
3 separate times. You were Target, right? So so he
Why
says
aren't
that.
there captures? Why aren't there captures?
I don't know.
And it's like the easiest thing to do, right? Shouldn't that be? Isn't that
it
what
should
solves
be
this
it should be
issue?
one per IP. Like it should be one per, like nobody should be able to do this. Like we live in 2020. This isn't like when PlayStation 2 came out and Xbox came out and there was a shortage of these, or the 360 came out and there were shortages of these things. Like it should be easy, but I feel
It should be.
I'm beginning to feel like this is a marketing ploy because
Well, it creates it drums it up.
But I don't think it's fucking necessary because people that are going to buy the console are going to buy the console. Like Vash and I are sitting here. I got $500 fucking dollars in my pocket to spend, and these guys are being. I can't even fucking give them my $500. You know, 50 or 550, whatever it is, and then $70 for Demon's Souls, the extra controller, all the other stuff. I have the money to spend, and I can't even. You know, like this isn't. We're not in the day and age of there only being retailer stores, and it's all online now, and that's the flaw. Real quick. The other day, all right, I don't want to cut you off on talking about the Xbox. All right, so Vash sends me a message at midnight the night before, and it's like GameStop's restocking with in-store orders. So I get up at like 8:30. I see the message. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I'll stroll over to GameStop at 10. Took a shower at like 9:30. 9:30. 9:30. And I show up. There's already a line, right? But there's like 9 people in line, right? So I go up and I stand in the line, right? Well, at the front of the line, there's a woman sitting there with 5 kids, right? And so then all of a sudden I hear like a commotion in front of me, and this guy's like, man, F this, like they only got 9 PlayStations, and this bitch is gonna take 6 of them. And I'm like, what do you mean she's gonna take 6 of them? Game Store's policy. Hold on. So Game Store's policy is 1 per person. It's not 1 per family or household, right? This is the bullshit that she fed people. She says that she's trying to make rent this month, so she needs to buy the pre-orders so that she can resell. She's literally telling this to people, but yet she has $3,000 in cash to pay for these fucking PlayStations in full, right? Dude, the guy in front of me, the guy in the line in front of me, so he was the 9th person. I was 10th, right? So, I mean, I wouldn't have got one either way. However, the dude in front of me was fucking pissed, dude. Like, so mad when this all went down. He was like, F you, bitch. I'll kick the shit out of you if you take all these PlayStations. Like, as soon as he said he was going to beat the crap out of her, I was like, I'm out. Like, I don't want to be here for this. Like, I'm 10th. I won't get one anyway. Like,
no, that's
I'm outie, you know? But, like, that's the thing. Like, that's not a marketing ploy you want to be pulling with people where you're pissing off all your people that are trying to give you money. Like,
but I mean, the thing is, though, you're going to do it anyway. That's the thing. It doesn't matter how pissed you are. You're gonna buy a PlayStation anyway. When you get the chance,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So,
but like,
so it's like, yeah, fuck you guys. It sucks. It sucks. But here's my money anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't get to that level, but I mean, I just kind of like knew. I don't know.
This is not new, and it sucks. That's it. It sucks. I think like I every time I've had a hard time getting any kind of console, I don't know. It's been the pastrami luck where I've like showed up to a place and got it. Like the one that was harder. The two that I'll never forget was the Game Boy Advance when that first came out. I showed up to a Target one time and they were just like, and my dad lied out of his ass. He goes, "Oh, we had a pre-order for this thing," and they're like, "I don't have you here." And he's like, "Man, I pre-ordered this the second I could. My kids with like it's it's close to Christmas." And the guy's like, "All right, man, whatever." And then for the Switch, I went into a Target and I was like, "Yo, man, like, you guys got any Switches like in the back or like what's going on?" And he had a box in his hand, puts it out, opens it up, and he's like, "Right here, baby." I was like, "Yo!" Been lucky, so I'm hoping that that luck comes back for the Xbox. Man, what the fuck?
I know. Like, what is going on out there?
The traffic
Yeah,
does not like
puppies.
bounce.
Puppies, you're not wrong, man. Like, I actually jokingly told my alliance, I was like, so if anybody sees on the news that a Florida man beat the shit out of a woman for a PS5, I was standing behind him in line. Like,
This reminds me of I wish it was the same scenario. There was that woman like I don't remember when it was, but when the iPhone just came out, she bought someone's place in line for like straight up a G. And then gets to the front, they're like one per person. She goes, "Oh, I have my kid with me," and they're like, "Nah, one per person. Doesn't matter. Like this kid is with you."
That's how it should be.
It's surprising GameStop didn't do that. I'm actually very surprised. But also, at the end of the day, they don't give a shit as long as people are buying it. Yeah. Again, that's like capitalism doesn't have conscience, y'all. Like, why do they have to care? They don't have to care. None of these companies have to care. That's what I'm saying. So you either don't buy it and be like, well, you know what? I'm done with this bullshit. I'll get it used, or I'll wait, or whatever, or you know what I'm saying? Like, pre-orders are the most garbage thing that's ever happened in the gaming industry. 100%. We don't get full games anymore. We don't get the consoles anymore. We have to like wait for scalpers or bots or what the hell ever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no conscience. Like, so I mean, I do think it is still crazy to me that for Xbox and PlayStation, none of these retailers had captchas. I don't understand, like, genuinely.
There's gonna be a lot of refunded pre-orders. I can tell you that right now.
Possibly, but I guess for that, like a bot buying it they're still buying it for the same price that we would. It's not like I know Microsoft getting their money either way, but yeah, I don't know. It is just absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. The pre-order money gets invested and they make bank off of the growth. Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, I would say, I mean, that sounds about right because I don't know what their markup is for these consoles and whatnot, but like I would assume that like that's where they make a shit ton of money is off of that, but who knows? So it's weird. It is what it is. So
so the other blunder is besides the consoles was the 3080, and I think we should talk about that because I think this is
I missed that.
Well, so new NVIDIA cards. Like crazy. Well, I would say the 3080 is a nice uptick in performance. I don't think the 3090 is as big an uptick in performance to like, it's not worth the spend and difference, I would say. So the problem is people have gotten 3080s, Crondo, right? People have they beat the bots, they spent their money, they finally got their new card, they're upgrading, they're doing whatever, they're doing it for gaming or content creation, what the hell ever. They got their card and their computer keeps crashing. Their graphics card keeps crashing desktop. There's like weird like stuttering in their monitor. There's all this crazy shit. And it turns out that there's 6 capacitors, or no, there's 9, no, it might be 6, whatever. There's power capacitors on the back of the cards that regulate power in some form or manner. And a lot of the manufacturers, excluding the what's it called when it's like from NVIDIA? The
OEM?
like NVIDIA's like GPU, like the one like they call it a certain thing like
Founders Edition.
The Founders. Thank you. The Founders Edition and I think Asus are the only ones that didn't use cheap capacitors. Literally every thank you, Raymond also said it. Every other fucking EVGA, like all the other ones, used cheap ass capacitors, and the boards are overloading on power and crashing. So if you want to overclock your GPU to anything above what would be normal, the goddamn cards are crashing, and it's like across the board. Reference series, that's what I wanted. I want a reference series. Thank you.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the reference series or Asus used all of the more expensive capacitors instead of the reference series, you're good. Every other one are bad cards, and these are not cheap. They were not easy to get. and they're supposed to be like a big deal, right? And it's just crazy to me. Like you had companies that were like, you know what, we're gonna squeeze a little bit extra here, y'all, and we're gonna put in some cheap shit, and you know what, you're gonna pay for it now. But the funny
And
thing
you're gonna
is,
like it too.
well, there's no way they can't. They have to do a recall. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way that you could mess up
It's an
that
expensive
bad.
recall.
They have
It is,
like,
yeah.
they cannot not do a recall. They have to. They have to. You can't buy a defunct product and that for that much money. It's crazy.
Yeah, if they don't, I fully on see like lawsuits and all that sort of stuff.
Have to.
happening.
Yeah.
Or class
have to.
action. and
I
all
mean,
that
it's
stuff.
in warranty anyway, which is obviously what matters. Like all those are under warranty, so it's not really like right. It's not Nvidia. It's the individual companies.
Wow.
Whether it be whoever, Gigabyte, EVGA. I don't know if I'm sure MSI made a card.
Listen to this. Amazon accidentally let pre-orders happen on a Zotac 3080 card on their German site, and it took over 20,000 orders in about 2 hours, and are sending people mail that it could take months to get them a card.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's GG.
I mean, I mean, well, there's a lot of factors in here of why there's probably not as many. In reality, it's all
I
just
mean,
marketing shit. It's all marketing shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we can sit here and say there's a pandemic and shipping is hard and factory stuff is hard, but it's market. It's hype. It's hype. You create hype and people want the product. That's what it is. I didn't want a new Xbox. I didn't want one. I didn't need one. And then I saw the deal and I couldn't
It's a pretty
get it.
stellar deal, though, man.
It's a deal.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I got FOMO'd real hard because once I couldn't order it,
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't. Oh my god, I can't order it. I'm like refreshing like every 5 seconds. I got an alert set up for Best Buy for the all access. Now I'm like, I need it. Like before, it was just, I guess I kind of want it. It's a pretty nice deal. Now it's like, I need this deal. I need the deal.
Yeah, I'd say so. And like Shaq was saying in chat, which by the way, if anyone who's listening and don't know, you can find us streaming this live on Sunday mornings at twitch.tv/OGPodcast. Shaq in chat was saying that the purchase of Bethesda made Xbox way more wanted. So yeah, that also happened in the past week or so, where Microsoft bought Bethesda.
$7.5
billion.
billion. $7.5 billion.
Billion.
Wow.
Billion. And growing up as a kid, people said playing video games is a waste of fucking time. Bullshit.
Here's the thing. It was a waste of time until
you're
advertisers realized they
right.
can make a lot of
You're
money
right.
on it.
I actually, you know what? I wonder if like the introduction of like PvP and things like that in an arena format is what really boosted all this up, because that's when advertisers became
Do you know what?
involved
I'm
in-
going to tell you right now. You know what boosted all this up? I'm going to tell you right now. It was
What?
the first Iron Man movie.
I can
First
see that, actually.
The first Iron Man movie made nerd culture cool,
Yeah.
and they're like, we could put a price on this. And then from then, I guarantee you could trace all of the hype back, the with like the overflowing of cons, the purchasing, everything. I bet you could trace it all back to how successful the first Iron Man movie was, and how fucking cool Robert Downey Jr. was as Tony Stark. And like, oh man, nerds are fucking cool. We could be cool. We could still like video games. We could play video games. We could dress up. We could watch this shit. We could do that stuff. We could read comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then people are like, "Oh,
the
they got
price tag."
money.
Yes,
Yeah.
nerds have fucking money, and
Yeah.
agencies and advertisers and studios were like, we got to cash in on this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, with this said about the purchase of Bethesda, because it's a rather big deal due to the fact that Xbox has a pretty poopy library compared to Sony, this was definitely a big deal.
Excuse me.
No, don't excuse me. Wait. I'm sorry, man. Like Xbox
I will say, listen,
exclusivity.
I don't give a shit about the Xbox versus PlayStation. I will say PlayStation does have more exclusive titles, 100%,
Yes.
and a lot of them are fire. They are fire. That is
Okay.
undeniable truth. But the thing about Xbox is the few exclusives they have are 100% able to keep on the same level as PlayStation. It's almost like saying Star Trek is better than Star Wars because they have a million more episodes. No. There's because there might be more content doesn't necessarily mean that it's better than the other one. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay, so with that said, I still feel like this purchase of so my question is, with the purchase of Bethesda, let's say myself, who refuses to ever buy an Xbox, I will still be able to access these games through my Windows PC, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean that to me that's cool though because
At some point, if
I
there's
don't really
want to
buy an Xbox. So
if there is not full crossplay for all systems, there
Yeah.
will 100% be full crossplay between PC and Xbox at some future point. And that's why I'm not so upset about not getting a new Xbox and stuff. Because let's be honest, the reason Xbox won't phase out too is because it'll still be cheaper to buy an Xbox than it will be to build a PC. So some parent who's got like a 13-year-old kid or something like that can't afford to spend a G on a computer can save $400 and get, or man, if you get the digital version, you're gonna save, like $700, and you get a more than great console that will be, and they'll be able to play all the games with their friends, blah 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 blah. So I think that the direction that Microsoft is moving in between making the talking between Xbox and PC more, because I feel like before they wanted it to be separate, but now I think that they're smart. They're understanding that they could still make a ton of money and
Sure.
and have them communicate between each other. I mean, like if you have the Xbox Games Pass on your phone, like for instance, if I go onto the Xbox Games Pass, I haven't signed into it yet. So I wish I'll do this, but like the Games Pass app talks between console and PC.
Okay.
So if like I'm like someone's like, oh Dom, I'm at work, right? Someone's like, oh yo, fucking Halo Infinite is now out. You gonna play when you get home later? I'm like, great, yes. I can click on the PC and download it. I can start the download.
That's pretty cool.
Before I get home. So like the communication is what I think is going to be the nice thing moving forward between.
Well, it
Xbox
makes
and
sense.
PC.
I mean, that makes perfect sense considering the fact that Microsoft is a hardware/software company for PCs and whatnot.
I mean, they are
So-
they are PC. Like I know that we
Right,
have like
right.
other operating systems and stuff like that, but I mean,
No, I mean they're the
They
king
are.
dangling of those things. So in
100%.
that whole realm, and so it makes sense. So to be completely honest, I could care less about them buying Bethesda. There's only
Yeah,
one
and
franchise.
even me-
There's
even
only
me, I
one
don't really
game
give a
that I
shit.
would even give a crap about buying, and that would be a new Elder Scrolls game because for me, Fallout 76 ruined the franchise, and it would take a lot for them to recover from that because I spent $60 on that game, and then within like
bought it?
yeah, I did, yeah, because I love the Fallout series.
Sure.
Yeah, I
And-
did too. I played the beta and I was like, no, can't do it. I'll wait for it to go on sale. And even on sale, like, I think it'd have to come to PlayStation
Right.
Plus before I even.
I think
You know.
Fallout 76 became better, but the fact that I gave them $60 for a game that was not complete, they fully admitted it wasn't complete, and then for them to drop the price to what it was like $30 within like a couple of days, and then months later they come out with all this content and you got to pay to get the content. I'm good. Like they really fucked off on that one, but they have a pretty extensive list of good games, so we'll see.
Yeah. Don, to go and with what you're saying for the Xbox thing, like the PlayStation also has that too, where like you can literally
Right.
log in, buy it, download it to your PlayStation. And
Right,
have it
but I
ready
get
to
the
go.
option I get to pick a console or PC.
Yeah.
That's the point, is that the
That's
communication
I
between
like
the
that.
the two deals,
Yeah, I like
But like
that
could,
a lot.
You could just download. I mean, like that's the thing. You could just download the same thing, and if you want some of your PC, you just do it. So it's not
Yeah.
like the big a difference, but it's just streamlining the communication between the two. Is what I'm saying.
I mean,
think that's
I
nice.
like the fact that if you wanted to like play Marvel Avengers on Xbox or PC, you can buy it for once and then you can play it on either or. That's the kind of
pretty
thing that I
cool.
like about it. I don't
Yes.
like the fact that I have to buy two different copies of it on
Yeah.
PlayStation or PC if I want to. Like, and in my opinion, that's where the value is with that whole Games Pass. You can play between either or because like I don't know. I'm probably not going to buy an Xbox anytime soon just because
You have a PC.
I have
you
PC,
have a nice PC.
and I don't need it. But like I'll
Yeah.
still play I'll play their games on PC. In fact, like I upped my my Discord. I upped my Discord subscription, so now I'm doing actual Nitro for a year, and they gave you 3 months of the access, the all access for.
So
for
what
Microsoft,
do you get from having Discord Nitro? What does it do? I see it. God, I see the ads all the time. Like, why do I buy? Why would I buy this?
The main reason why I use it is you essentially get an upgraded upload limit for uploading pictures and anything like that. That's the main reason why.
Yeah, you got a lot of puppy pics you got to upload. So
Well, it's just like there's that. There's screenshots. There's other things I use.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
I do.
I know there's legitimate things you need it for.
Snuck that in there. That was good, man. That was real good.
You get two.
I'm funny.
To my ears. You get two free server boosts for the $100 a year. So what server boosts allows, essentially you get more stuff with the server. Like the OG podcast server, it has 2 free boosts that I got for upping it. So
cool.
And that just helps with that's how you get like the animated icons on the servers, all that sort of stuff.
Right.
So I know, and also whenever they have like Discord has free games that you can buy.
I saw, so
not
Discord
buy,
kind of
but
has like their own Twitch gaming thing where it's like a game, like a little,
So I mean, I'm trying to go away from Facebook like completely. I actually just watched a really good documentary on Netflix about the social dilemma. It just makes me not want like. I'm actually thinking of going through and disconnecting my Facebook from MSF and making like a fake account just for MSF, just so I can delete my Facebook.
That's what I did.
I'm getting to the point now where like. I don't log in. I don't check things. I mean, I still have Instagram, which is just as bad, but still, I'm like, I'd rather have one social platform as opposed to all this other stuff, which is like data mining all my shit. So, but either way, it's just like so with me going to Discord more often, like they don't pull any of your privacy stuff. They rely on people doing Nitro and all that stuff. I use it literally every single day. So why not help them out? I'll spend the $100 a year, which is like $8 a month or something like that, and I'll just get it. It's not a problem. So I can afford that. It's just it's literally 2 coffees a month that I'm not going to purchase. So why not?
Well, you could brew your own cold brew. Like
I mean, I do that. I'm just saying, like when I'm at work.
Wonderful.
I had that. I had my own.
So
That's done.
Moving, can we talk a little bit about which Dom probably won't be interested, but can we talk a little bit about the PlayStation 5 showcase they did recently?
No, talk about it. I like to humorously shit on PlayStation.
I know.
PlayStation is a great console.
You and I
can't wait for Charlie's
same...
PS4.
I was just about to say that.
I can't wait to have Charlie's
PS4.
PS4.
PS4 Pro.
I can't wait to play with these games.
You and I have a very we have a very similar approach to the quote unquote console wars, where like at the end of the day we don't care, but we love fucking with each other about it because that's part of the nerd culture that isn't toxic, right? Where we can excuse me, Ronan?
Is it Archie or Ronan?
No, that's
Is that Ronan?
Excuse
me, Archie. Can you excuse me, sir?
Here?
Sir?
Hold on.
How rude.
I think to deny that PlayStation has great games is like anyone who does that is stupid. I probably because I had a PS2, and I think once I found out about Halo, because I didn't buy an Xbox, like the first Xbox. I didn't buy it. I didn't have it.
The first Xbox wasn't that great. The 360 though was
because the first 2 Halos weren't. I didn't really care enough about, and then I played Halo 3 at there used to be a place in the Stroud Mall in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania called Games 3, and you go in, you pay $10, and you played anything like all day. It was the best. They had the big fridge full of like the balls, drinks, and like all the shitty food.
Ooh, I remember all that.
It was the best. So, I'd pay $10. Me and all my friends would meet up, and they just had all of the LAN Xboxes and stuff set up. And we would just play Halo 3. And I was like, oh my God, Halo 3 rules. And then I played the first Gears of War. And I was like, oh, this is great. So then I stopped. Because after PlayStation 2, I didn't just get a console. And then I got 360.
You didn't need to.
Yeah, I didn't really care. I mostly played computer games at that point. I had PlayStation 2 for like whatever dumb games I had. But then once 360 came out, I was like, oh my God, Gears of War is a dope game. Oh my God, Halo's a dope game. You know what I mean? So like that's what kind of started it. I rated my favorite Hobbit. Am I a Hobbit?
So one thing that I think is absolutely phenomenal about what they announced in this thing is the fact that they're going to have their own version of a Games Pass. So like, for example,
they have PlayStation Plus.
They have PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
What does that do?
So,
what do you get with PlayStation Plus?
Well, first of all, you have to have PlayStation Plus if you want to be able to play with other people online. Period. So I think it's the same as Microsoft, right?
We have Xbox. So we have Xbox Live, and then we have Games Plus. But they're getting rid of Xbox Live.
Okay, so think of PlayStation Plus as Xbox Live, and then PlayStation Now would be their version of like they have games that you can access and play them through that service. Okay, but the game library is really limited.
The game library free?
If you're paying the $10 a month for PlayStation Now, the game library is free. However, with
Okay,
PlayStation Plus, they'll give you like 1 to 2 games a month for free, and they're usually like greatest hits or something like that. So, but with this new like the new version of PlayStation Plus that they're doing for the release of this console is that they have, I think it was like a library of, I want to say 10 games, or either way, the list of games that they had were fucking awesome games, dude. Like Bloodborne, Last of Us, God of War, like an extremely good list. So like someone like yourself that has never, well, not never owned a PlayStation, but for the last last decade of gaming, you didn't play any of these games. If you on day one are able to access these fucking like amazing games, like that's a stellar deal for people that are coming over.
Yeah.
I mean, those games alone, I've played all of them, and dude, I mean,
some of the best games on PlayStation, personally.
Period.
Like,
The Last of Us and Bloodborne alone, if you've never played the two of them, and God of War, like the three of those right there are so good.
Yeah.
And to have those free out the box that's better than like anything we've had growing up as children in this world, or young adults in the gaming world, because it used to be back in the day, like we bought a PlayStation 2 and you had your PlayStation 2. You didn't have like a library of incredible games to like choose from. But on that note, there were a few games that they highlighted in particular that were, I mean, the first one was Final Fantasy 16. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely gonna be buying it. It looks
okay.
No, see, I like it. So for me, it's like they're going back to their roots, right? Because Final Fantasy 15 was like a little bit, you were driving around the car with the dudes, and I don't know, it was just very like
a little bit more modern take on things.
A little bit more modern and futuristic in a sense, whereas this one's definitely going back to the roots of Final Fantasy, where it's going to be very like, I hate to say it, but fantasy-like, where it's, it's their own art style. It's probably going to have a little bit of the same art style from Final Fantasy 14, since it is such a success. But I'm really hoping that they don't do the same thing with the combat as they did in 15 and maybe improve it. But I don't know, it seems like that's the direction that they're going with these things, so we'll see about that. Another thing, they had a really good trailer for Spider-Man Miles Morales. Like, that trailer where he was pulling the two bridges together.
They love Spider-Man. Like the producers of anything Spider-Man love that shit. They love it.
Where they have to like pull the two things together.
You had it. Tobey Maguire did it with the train car where he's like Tom Holland did it where he was holding together the ferry that blew apart. That they have this bridge scene.
True. Yeah. So I'm excited to see that game. That game actually looks fire.
Good.
Yeah, that one's gonna be a lot of fun. Another one they did, which I am super excited about, was Hogwarts Legacy. Like that game. Why are you frowning, Vash?
I'm not frowning. That's an inquisitive look. I'm like,
Why? I love Harry Potter. I mean, I love the realm of Harry Potter because
it seems like it's gonna be just you get it for the Harry Potter IP. It didn't look that big a deal to me.
Well, see, it's not about the big of a deal thing. It's more like I love Harry Potter, so like I like the story behind, or that kind of like, I love sorcerers and magicians and wizards. That's my shit. So nerd, yeah, for real. Dungeons and Dragons, but no, I love it. So, and I know some people were saying like, oh well, I don't want to support J.K. Rowling. This game isn't Harry Potter. This is basically like Hogwarts themed Skyrim game, is what people were talking about. So I am pretty excited about seeing it, but
yeah. At this point, I like, for me, I don't get a game unless I'm like 100% into it.
Yeah.
For me personally.
Oh yeah, of course. There's too many.
Like, I almost wish I do regret a little bit Avengers, to be honest.
Why? Yeah. It's so short.
Well, no, it's just there's not a lot to do. It's just not a lot to do. Once you're done the just like somebody like myself, like we were literally just talking about this before we started recording. Is like, I've put in, I don't know, about, I'd say probably 80 hours into the game so far. I've played Cap. I've gotten all the way to 146, I want to say.
Whoa.
Kamala is my next highest at 123. I've been working on some other people, but like once you beat the game, you can do all these things. Like the newest update that they just put out is like, here's a mega high that's 41 floors that you can use all your characters that you can use on. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Let me play with my friends. Nope, it's solo. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why would you?
I have
do
to admit,
that?
I hit like power level 139, and I was funny because I told my friend, I'm like, yo, when do I get gear that's above level 130? He's like, no, that's it, homie. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, we got this really fast, man. Like, I'm already done with the game. Like,
Yeah.
we've beaten all the hive missions. It's just stale, and it sucks because the game is so good. It could be so
Yeah.
good.
It,
Um,
it just needs more stuff to do. Like we've had this discussion too in the past of like I don't understand why game companies are putting out these games as service games and aren't expecting people to blow through everything with like
Dude.
literally
I think
nothing
it's
to
to
do with
rush
the end.
it. I think it's to rush it to market so that they can sell skins and shit like that. And then as DLC comes out, people will come back and they'll come back and they'll come back.
I mean,
And
once Kate Bishop comes out next month or in 2 weeks or something like that, I'll
Yeah.
come back and play it for sure. But for right now, I I'm not gonna run around. I'm not gonna run around just to level up my characters and start to
It's
farm
not
one
fun.
piece of
No,
gear.
it's not
It's the
fun.
same thing with Destiny. That's why I'm over Destiny 2. It's
Yeah.
like if you're gonna make this kind of like MMO light type of thing, you gotta have content. You gotta have stuff to
Have
do.
to.
Like you have like there, and it can't just be like
the same thing.
the
on
days of me
repeat,
sitting
dude.
in like a field killing little pigs to get like a point of XP or over. Like it has
Bro.
everything. Like it has to be a lot more catching for me.
There's two
Speaking
fucking
of-
there's two bosses in the game. Three.
Speaking
there's
of-
there's Abomination, Taskmaster, and the one where you got to kill the war pilot bot thing. Like there's no variety in the dailies in that game. You know what I'm saying? Like it is literally the same thing day in day out. Like you're supposed to if you're going to have those game modes, they need to be rotating, and that's what is boring as shit about it. Is it's like literally the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah,
But-
and then they're getting like all the fun stuff, like where you could like shrink Taskmaster and like grab him with Hulk and throw him off the top of the building, which was super fun.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of. They're patching that
Of
out. We're like,
course, of course.
what?
Yeah.
So, it's late October Hellfire. Oh man, really? Well, guess who's not playing that game till late October? This
Right,
guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll probably play it with you, Chrono, since you guys have been playing and whatever, and like I have other characters level up. But like I don't know, I'm not making it a priority. Like the last couple of trophies I have to do is I have to get like all my characters to level 50, and I have to get one
That's a
person.
trophy. Ugh.
Well, it's just like
Gross.
it's not that. It's get 250 character levels across across your roster. When they have new characters, it'll be very easy. But like
Right,
with
right.
6, that means you just got to get 5 to level 50, which is
Yeah.
actually very fast to do because I found a really good farming spot that you can actually level your character 1 to 50 in about an hour and a half. So, but either
Ooh.
way, it's just like does that sound fun to me? No, not at all. Do you know what's
No.
fun for me right now? Is getting my ass handed to me in Neo 2 right now. That's what I've been doing. So.
You know what else is going to be fun? Which is the last item I want to talk about from the showcase. Resident Evil 8.
Yes,
Village.
I can't wait.
Can't fucking wait. And I actually have not played 7. I have it downloaded. I am definitely playing through it. Like here in
You
the
should
next...
stream it.
I know people
Just
probably
stream-
want to
just-
see me like freaking out
No,
about
you
it.
don't even, dude. You don't even do that. All you got to do is like, just because you can stream directly from your PlayStation. Just stream it. Don't face cam it. Just have a mic. That's it, and you can just talk.
You can stream directly from the PlayStation?
Yes, you can stream
you
to
can do it from
Twitch
both
directly
consoles.
from PlayStation. Yeah,
No shit.
yeah. So that's
I
what
don't.
I would do.
I don't have to hook up my Elgato card and all that.
Nope.
No.
Well, holy.
You don't get the
much
same experience.
out.
You're not gonna have like an overlay and all that stuff.
Yeah, but no, it's-
I don't
like,
care about
whatever.
that kind of stuff anyways.
But it's fun. If you just want to have like build engagement and whatnot, like I should probably start doing that for Neo. It's just like have like it's just the game you'll just hear the mic or whatever, and that's it. So there's no.
How
face
many
cam.
game companies are led by actual gamers? Here's a hint: not enough.
Yeah, same problem movie industry has. Well, it's with the movie industry, it's all about the suits. Really, is that they're more concerned about what plays well or what.
But I think that's
whatever
what,
with demographics.
I think that's indicative of what the gaming culture is turning to. Is that as it gets more mainstream, it's less incentivized to create these blockbuster banging games like what we're used to, and to do this half-ass game stuff where they come up with a quarter of a game, build up the hype around it, release it, sell a shitload of them, and then be like, let's hold off on pushing all this stuff out. Let's drag it out and try to get microtransactions out the wazoo. And that's just
Yeah.
the way it is nowadays, it seems.
and it
It's
seems
all about
like,
money.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, like you see, look at the games that are like the best games that are coming out. They're led by people who care about story, who care about games, who care about how the players involved with, right? So that's what personally I think that would sell a lot more. But like they've gamers unfortunately are becoming a problem. They're actually increasing the problem because they're throwing money, they're buying these games that they're doing these things that we literally just talked about seconds ago, and the best thing we can do as gamers is vote with our wallets. It's just like. But I mean, I was excited to play Marvel Avengers. Like, okay, this is cool. I'm excited to see where they go with the end game stuff, and it just didn't have it.
So this will segue into talking about Among Us. But think about this, right? How many people worked on Among Us?
Just
Probably
2 dudes.
2 dudes, right?
Yeah, it's 2
Right
guys that
now,
created it.
right now, I would venture to say it's one of the most
3.
popular games
8?
on
I heard
Twitch.
2.
Okay, 8. That's fine. 8's
Even
fine.
if it is
That's-
8, even if it
that's-
is
It's
8,
8.
even if
It's
it is
8,
8.
right? So there's 8 people who made this game. It is literally like when you talk about Twitch culture right now and what's popular, all of the top streamers are all playing it together, right? It's getting so much attention. $5 game. How many people do you see streaming Avengers?
I
Man, why
stopped.
would you?
And how many people worked on Avengers?
Yeah.
100 plus easily. So like the thing is that you have these companies out there that are generating these massive blockbuster titles that cost a shitload of money to make, so they have to make the money for their return on investment, whereas you have people that are coming up with slapstick humor games like Among Us that end up creating infinitely more buzz or even more success than you can possibly imagine, just because it's one of those games, like Fall Guys. Fall Guys is another one. Like these like little cheeky games that are coming out, and people just fall in love with them, and then
Because
you get all this
they're
hype.
fun. They're
Yeah.
fun to
Fun.
play.
They're fun.
Like I can see
Exactly.
all these people that all these speedrunners that I watched, they all were playing this game called Hades a few days ago, and Hades was just like
Hades is cool.
2D looking Diablo game, right? It looked sick, actually. I'm probably going to try it out at some point in time. But that's the thing, is like people aren't really, the indie developers are coming up with such great games nowadays that I think that the superior gaming companies are really going to need to step it up. Due to what Shakovich just said a second ago about how a lot of these people are saying like, oh, hey, what kind of game can we make that could generate money through esports?
Yeah.
And esports is going to get oversaturated, and then it's going to end up becoming the only people that come up with quality games are indie developers, and which is fine, but it's just weird the way the direction things are going.
Yeah, and then you're also are always going to have your massive Call of Duty stuff, which is like, I don't know if you saw any of their new Cold War stuff that they just announced, but I'm just like,
people are not into it, right?
I mean, it looks okay, but it's just more of the same. Like I think, I mean, I bought the last Call of Duty because I was into it. I really liked it, but then I was like, I played it for all of, I finished the campaign, and then I played multiplayer for all of like maybe like 2 hours. I'm like, this is not fun. I'm just like literally just dying every 5 seconds. How is this fun?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but-
Sorry, I was laughing, puppies. Hades nuts. Hey. We have the best. We have the best viewers.
yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, at
It's
this
so
point, I don't think that anything. I don't think that for Call of Duty specifically, I don't think there's anything they could do that would make it a different game. I don't know. That game will be the same game every. You know what I mean? Like
It has been since I played
What's the
Call of
goddamn
Duty
point?
back on the first game that came out on Xbox 360. It was like one of the Call of Duty games, and it's been the same thing ever since.
the same thing. Modern Warfare 2, the last Call of Duty game that I played, that I was like, yo, this is actually pretty fun. I don't know.
Yeah, Remen has a good point. Every game that is a AAA or that a AAA studio makes is about hype and trying to redefine the space. Look at Cyberpunk; they had to scale back expectations. Yeah, dude. Like, and I'll bring this back up. I hate that that Final Fantasy can't stick with their traditional format of like turn-based role-playing games, which is
Because not many
for
people are
somebody
gonna
like
buy that. That's why that's straight up.
Yes. However, I mean,
know?
I can't argue with you on that one, right? But then there's the traditionalists out there like myself that won't buy these new games because I don't want to fucking play Devil May Cry Final Fantasy Edition.
Sure.
And
I think this topic spans so many different avenues. I mean, even we're not gonna talk about MSF in this game, but MSF, like, you know, you have like, why do they give a shit? They're not the higher ups aren't going to give a shit how many people who don't spend money are upset. They're just going to give a shit when the whales start leaving. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's the same thing every time. They don't care that the traditionalist Final Fantasy nerds want the turn-based stuff.
Yep.
They're gonna make you a game that everyone's gonna want to play, and I you know, it really sucks. And this is why I love Nintendo so much. I know that people don't give Nintendo a lot of credibility because they don't make these games that are like in the same vein of shooters and that shit. But Nintendo cares about their video games.
Yeah.
They care about their video games, and I
Yeah.
think that is why I still love Nintendo so much to this day. And I will keep going back to the fact that whenever a game is not to their liking, they either pause it, delay it, or they scrap.
Dude, they scrapped Metroid.
Prime 4, like Metroid Prime 4 is
Yeah.
such a huge. It's gonna be such a huge game for Switch, and they were like, sorry, y'all. Like
Yeah.
it's not good. It's not good enough for you.
Good, and that's why they are a very strongly reputable company. You know, because
Like, you know what you're getting with Nintendo. You know what you're
100%.
getting. You know.
Yeah. There's no surprises. Look at
Yeah.
the and also the fact that they still charge full price for games like oh my god, why am I blanking out? Why can't I think of the name of the most recent Zelda game?
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. Like, that game is so strong that they don't feel like they need to lower the price on it because it's worth spending $60
And they don't
for.
do much DLC. And when they so they were gonna do a big DLC expansion for Breath of the Wild.
Right.
And they're like, y'all, this is so much content we're just making. Breath
We're
of the
just
Wild
gonna
2.
make a second one.
Yeah.
And
So,
people are
you
gonna
know,
go
that's what
nuts
they-
for that game.
Oh, I can't wait. Shit, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I bet you they'll probably hold this and the new Metroid for Switch 4K.
I think so too.
I would.
You think they're going to make an upgraded Switch?
Oh yeah.
Oh, 100%.
They're
It's
gonna
coming.
make
I
the
mean,
Switch
didn't I
4K.
read something that there was some rumor mill that Nintendo's already touting the fact that they have a new console in the works.
I
Oh,
bet
really?
you
That's kinda
it's
awesome.
gonna be a 4K Switch.
Yeah.
That would be great. I
Dude,
would,
if
I
they
would-
deviated
the
away,
rumor Switch Pro. That's what. They're
yeah, if they deviated away from the Switch, I would be shocked because that console is extremely innovative, and I think it was probably one of the most disruptive consoles that has ever come out. Period.
I think they're gonna keep that same format. The thing is, I love, like, you know, when I was traveling a lot, I just took my Switch with me.
Yeah.
I just played games on the plane, in the hotel, whatever. It's a great. What they need to do is they need to do more porting, and you know they just came out with Super Mario 3D All Stars, which, you know, I do wish they remastered the older Mario games. They just emulated them. It's not the biggest deal. I don't really care. It's not that much money, I don't think, comparatively. So it's not like I'm up in arms. I haven't got it yet. I will soon probably. But like, man, they need to port everything. They need to port every Game Boy game needs to be on it. Like, oh my god, they would make so. I would, if you just put Pokemon Yellow on that, I would buy it in a heartbeat and just play it.
Pokemon. You
like,
you
you know.
Pokemon Yellow, man. You love that
It's a
game.
great game. It's one of the, I think it's one of my. It's probably one of the most favorite games I've ever played. I love that
Yeah.
game. But you know that. But again, though, like Nintendo, they know what they're doing. They do it. They do it consistently. You know, but also, I think I don't know if we talked about it on this last time, but you know the Pokemon IP is the biggest. Oh yeah, I think Tony was saying this. Pokemon has the biggest IP. They had the, like, they're good. They're like, you know what I mean, they want to make the good games. They have the money to just be like, all right, we're gonna chill. We're gonna chill with Breath of the Wild needs to be delayed. It's not good enough. You know, these games need to be delayed. It's not good enough. We want you to have the good game. You know, so yeah.
Bring back Pokemon Snap. That's all I'm saying.
But I mean, they're doing another Pokemon Snap.
Are they?
I remember that being a thing. It was Pokemon Snap.
I'd get down on that.
Yeah,
I forgot
I
what
think
they
it'd be
called
fun.
it.
One thing that's I don't know if you guys saw, and I'm actually surprised that they're doing this. Like, very surprised that they're doing this. Amazon is coming out with their own Stadia type game service called Luna.
Oh God.
I just don't.
I don't know. Here's the
don't
only
know
thing
about
that I
that.
will say about that. The problem that Stadia had, as somebody who bought Stadia, was like really excited for it, was the fact that, like, you were buying you were buying games that have been out for years
Right.
at full price. Now,
Right.
if you buy stuff through Amazon, like if you buy stuff like digitally through Amazon for your PlayStation or whatever, if you can still get those codes and download that to your place, like if you can, like essentially the Games Pass, if you buy it through Amazon digitally, they give you the code for it, whatever, and you can still play that on whatever it is, Luna. I think that would be a great service, even if it's for PC. Like, let's just say like it's for PC, like you buy it on Amazon digitally for PC, and then you can play it on Luna. I think that's going to be great. but I am very reserved about what they're gonna do with this. I'm not exactly. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. Maybe not the best for right now. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Like, why? Why put resources into that?
I don't know. They're trying to compete with Google.
Remen,
but like,
Remen says that Ludo's gonna be huge with Twitch with the integration, so we'll see there.
that's true, but they also said that with
Good.
YouTube with Stadia, and look what happened with that. So
Yeah, right. Fair. But I mean, again, though, I don't know if it's comparable because YouTube streaming is nowhere near Twitch's streaming.
that's true, but also it's like I could see. I mean, I don't know. I could see why that would be the
We'll
thing.
just
is
see.
like,
I mean, I don't give a shit about it. We'll see if it works and it's cool. Whatever, great. People use it, awesome. Like that's cool. You know.
yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. I signed up for a beta for it, and we'll see. I mean, right now they're doing betas live. You can check that out. I guess you can just Google like Luna beta or everything like that. So.
Yeah.
Imagine watching a famous streamer and jumping into the game. Gee, where have I heard that before?
Where have you heard that before?
Stadia. They literally did the same thing for YouTube.
Oh, sure.
And it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's just they like, here's all this cool technology you can do. Like, yeah, I mean that's rad, but like who's gonna do that? Like they're like they just realized that like how shitty Stadia was. So like I don't know. They have to
Do
really
they
hit
still
this
have
out of the park.
Stadia? Is Stadia still happening?
It's still there. I mean, I still have my controller, but like I
Are they gonna get rid
stopped.
of this?
I don't know. I mean, they might. I mean,
support?
it's gonna be like a cool like $120 controller that I'm gonna have as like a trophy. Woo!
You could
Whatever.
frame it.
I could frame
hang
her,
it
but
up.
It can go in
Uh,
your collection, man, as a prehistoric relic
Yeah, right.
yeah, the
of
prehistoric
the
relics of the past.
once rumored
That's funny.
immaculate Stadia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other thing that I know we all kind of hopped on World of Warcraft way back when we were just all in quarantine originally. But Shadowlands is finally dropping at the end of next month.
I know. Finally, I have a month free from my new graphics card.
Of Shadowlands,
Yeah.
or just WoW in general.
Of Shadowlands.
Interesting. So we'll see.
I don't know if I'm gonna involve myself in it.
Why? Because you realize how hard you went when we were all playing again, and you're like you went from one
Yeah,
to
dude, you were-
120.
you
went,
got-
you went hard.
I
Yeah.
have a problem with World of Warcraft.
You went hard in the paint, my guy.
I play World of Warcraft like a champion, and I don't know how to suck at that game or take it casually.
I remember
It's
I would like just load up because my Blizzard turns on when I turn my computer on because I just play like Heroes of the Storm so much, and it would just say, "It have you playing World of Warcraft." It's like, dang, you still going, dude.
I got problems, man. You know, that's
At least you know. At least you admit.
At one point in my life, I've lost at least 2 girlfriends to World of Warcraft, and
And one to this podcast.
I don't know if the podcast counts as why. Could have been. I mean, you tell me.
Raffle, man, like crush my hopes and dreams over here. But no, just that actually that would have been a blessing in disguise if you ask me. But anyways, how do you guys? Okay, Shadowlands. How do you guys feel about it? Like, do you think that it's like actually going to be a good expansion? Because I've been watching a lot of the guys like Asmongold and all these guys that are like top tier, and they're kind of like about it. Like they have this like one day they're excited, one day they're like, this is the biggest pile of bullshit ever. The next day they're like, oh man, I can't wait for Shadowlands. So like I don't even know anymore like what is happening in it or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have it pre-ordered because back when we were like, "Oh, let's get it."
Oh
let's
yeah, I
talk
forgot
about
I got
blah,
it
blah,
too.
Yeah,
So we're like,
I
why don't-
technically have it as well.
It's like,
Oh,
I
shit,
mean, I'll
that's
play
right.
it. I mean, what else am I gonna do? I'm not going back to work anytime soon, so outside of like commercials. So it's like I have plenty of time to play it. So we'll see. But yeah, we'll see. I'll have it. I'll play it. Might as well. I spent the money on it, so I mean, I'll give it some try. The only problem that I hate about WoW is the monthly subscription, and that's really all. That's the thing that I just dislike about it.
Well, for
because-
people that love WoW, it makes sense because you're supposed to be getting updated content. That's why you pay for it, and like, you
Yeah.
know. But you know, I'm not gonna. I'll probably play it for a month just because I have it, and then
yeah, I'll probably do the same.
You know.
I don't know. I have a hard time. I have a hard time sitting down in front of my computer and playing games and doing all that stuff. When I could be doing other things. You know, like for me, that's why I like my console is because my console when I sit, excuse me, my console when I go and play, like it's time to play for me, and it's like a relaxation time for me.
Yeah.
To sit down in front of my computer is like I built my computer originally for editing. So it's like, I have to edit or color correct or do these other things or like send invoices, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, it's not a time for me to sit and relax because I'd start instantly stressing out about stuff, which is why like I haven't really done much streaming lately just because I've been really busy with work the past 2 weeks. And also I just, for me to sit down, like I say, okay, I could be doing this, I could be doing that, I could be that. But like, I just like, no, I just want to relax and not worry about things. I just want to kind of forget about stuff. That's the whole point of gaming for me. So.
Sorry.
So, what you have like dumpster trucks outside?
Fast and
No,
Furious
it's
is
fast-
going on
yeah,
outside.
some fart can car. There's an audio store at the beginning of a car audio store at the beginning of my block, and there's a garage in my block where people always do stuff for their cars. So it's like I just get all day.
But either way, it's just we have it, we'll buy it, or we bought it already. So I'll give it a try. I'll give Shadowlands a go because I don't know. It's just like it's something else to do. That's different. So, but
I
anyway.
love World of Warcraft, man. The Demon Hunter was so badass. Like, anyways,
before
the Demon Hunter was so much fun. Like the fact that you start out with Illidan's blades at the beginning of the game, like, come on, man. Like that's just. It's the bomb, man. World of Warcraft's like one of the greatest games of history, dude, of all time. Like,
yeah, I mean they definitely know how to tell a story and know how to keep people engaged with stuff. So
prime fucking example. World of Warcraft always stuck to their guns. This game has been going for what, like 20 years, something like that. We came out what 2004, so 20 years. So what, 16 years? So like. People were always saying like, "Oh, this game's gonna be the WoW killer. This game's gonna be the WoW killer." WoW has still fucking going, man. Like, and they stuck to their guns. Like, sure, they come up with like different, ways that you get the gear or this and that, but like, the same format has always been there, and that's why they are so fucking successful. And I don't know, they're genius. And now they've got a Burning Crusade. What do they call it? Why was my brain farting out? Like no. Like they're gonna push the TBC expansion out from the classic version, which
hilarious.
So I mean, I gotta be honest with you, like I have to stay away from that because Burning Crusade and Wrath were my like ultimate favorite, and if I had the ability to like raid Black Temple over and over again, like I'm never gonna miss a raid, and I cannot, like I just can't put that on myself.
What's the closest game that comes to
Final Fantasy 14 has to be the closest one.
No, I mean in times of length play that's still going. Probably Guild Wars 2 is probably
Guild Wars.
No,
2's been out for a long
EverQuest.
time.
EverQuest easily.
EverQuest? Oh, I guess so.
Is
Yeah.
EverQuest still going?
Easily. Yes, 100%. Yeah. EverQuest actually, you know how they got all their they have remained successful because of the progression servers, because there are people like myself that came in like Planes of Power, and I always wondered like, ooh, what was it like to play during this expansion or that expansion? And I remember I lost like a summer or two sitting there 3-boxing characters on EverQuest. Huge EverQuest nerd over here, by the way. Like I played EQ back when I was in college.
EverQuest
and
2
I played EverQuest too.
I never
Yeah,
played
EverQuest
EverQuest 2. I tried it out when it was like free to play, but EQ1, like I got into that when I was like 15 or 16, and that game was.
I wonder what the population.
I
I
was
know there's still
a-
a lot of people that play Guild Wars 2. I think that's what I was going for. Like
I still played Guild Wars 2 every now and then. I'll log in every 6 months or so to see what's going on and do whatever. I mean, I played. For me, I never played EverQuest, but I played Dark Age
Same.
Camelot. So, Dark Age Camelot was my shit.
My favorite MMO still to this day was Star Wars Old Republic. What a bummer that game.
Star Wars Galaxy was pretty good. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that game.
Old Republic.
I love the like trying to like search for like if you could find a Jedi or like or figure out like how, that whole methodology of like what does your character have to master in order to become to try to think if you're going to become a Jedi, and you have to master 2 of them. You have to pick the right 2, and you don't know. So
That was a fun game, man.
That was a fun game.
There've been so many good MMOs that came out, but just none of them took the cake in terms of roping people in and sucking them in as WoW did. I mean, and Remen just said it, in my opinion, as someone that's like has pretty much played every expansion. Well, I didn't really play Battle for Azeroth and the last 2, but Wrath of Lich King, I think, was the epitome of badassery in World of Warcraft. Like Burning Crusade was fantastic, don't get me wrong, but Wrath just there was something about that expansion that was fucking magical, man, and it totally fell off in Cataclysm. Like 100% fell off after Cataclysm. Then it's like they had I can't remember the one after that, but then it was Mists of Pandaria after that. And I mean, you're playing around as a panda bear. Like that's when the game kind of like started taking a little bit of a down, but then they came out with the Demon Hunter in the next expansion, which I think was like Warlords of Draenor or something like that, and the game took off again. And it seems that they're in a repetitive cycle where the player base comes in. They have a 16-year cult, dude, I don't know. Just it's such a good game. Like you can do pet battles, you can collect this, collect that. There's just so much to do. There's no way that there's anybody out there that could come into the game at this point in time and do everything in the game. Like it's literally impossible. And it's yeah. Ulduar was a god tier raid. I agree with that sentiment, dude. That raid was so much fun. Anyways,
Nerd talk.
I know. I'm
know.
sorry, guys. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. I haven't played. Like I stopped playing at Wrath of the Lich King, and that was it. So
Yeah.
But either way, it's just like I don't know. We'll see. Shadow. Just already forgot the name of it.
Shadowlands.
Shadowlands.
Thank you.
I'll probably play it a little
Shadowlands. We'll play it. We'll see what happens. You can check. If you guys want to hop in with us, just hit us up on the Discord server, and we'll I'll make a channel for WoW, and we'll just go from there. So. Before we sign off for the evening, or not evening, it's afternoon. Holy shit!
It's evening. It's evening. If we were, hanging out
Okay.
with Shane Gaming, who, it is his birthday this week. He was gonna be really
Wednesday.
upset if we didn't give him a shout out. So, I definitely wanted to throw it out there, Mr. 30.
Shane Gaming. I like it.
Did I say Shane Gaming?
You sure
Yeah.
did. But that's what I'm going to call him now.
That's what I call him. That's what I
Shane-
call him.
Shane
so
Gaming.
Shane
Hello,
Gaming.
Governor.
Yeah.
Are you
Hello.
Shane Gaming?
Shane Gaming.
He's gonna kill us for that one.
That's great. But so what are you guys playing right now?
I'm back into God, Storm. There we go. Storm League of Here's the Storm, trying to rank up in the ranked versus Storm League. Here's the Storm, and then also a shit ton of Among Us. So much Among Us.
Oh, you
just
want to talk about that real quick before we get into while we continue with Among Us, or let's
it's
end
great.
with Among Us. Let's end with it. So
It's
okay.
just a good fun game. That's all you need. That's like literally it. It's I like playing with playing with your friends is the best iteration of it. It's the most fun. It can be a friendship ruiner. You gotta be careful about that. Really funny watching Remenex play last night with a bunch of other peeps. Just everyone kept going for mobile gamer. It's mobile gamer. It's absolutely hilarious. But it's just really fun. And I started playing in random public games just to get more used to the map and all the tasks and all this stuff. It's just really fun. I didn't expect to have so much fun with it. And I'm sure that's why it has taken everything this firestorm that it has done, because it's just super fun, easy to do. If you're a streamer, you can have your community hop in with you too. It's easy to have direct work with the community and shit. It's just tons of fun. I'm gonna get really drunk at dinner, and I'm gonna come stream it tonight, in fact.
Ooh, text me when you're going to. I'll hop in and play.
Cool.
I don't have anything going on today.
But yeah, playing Among Us, and then also Games Pass is great for PC. I've just been down. I started playing No Man's Sky, which is hilarious. It's on Games Pass right now on PC, so I've just been playing it. Such a weird game. I'm happy that I'm playing it now and not before when it was not what it is now. It just has such a chill vibe. I just play it. I woke up this morning, I started playing it because it's just the ambience is really nice, the score is really cool. It's just I don't know, it's fun. But yeah, just chilling.
Chef, what are you playing?
So I just pretty much polished off Avengers. I have Resident Evil 7 slated to start. I'm probably going to start tonight or tomorrow night. I've been playing a lot of League of Legends with my homies. I'm really hard. It's the end of the season, and I'm trying to finish gold, and I'm in Silver 1 right now, and it's
Is gold the highest?
No, not by any means. It's the highest for me.
I was
That's my benchmark. It goes iron, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master,
a
grandmaster,
yeah.
challenger.
It's the same shit as Heroes.
Yeah, well, they're the ones
Heroes
that
is
came
the
out
same
with that.
Yeah, Heroes is the same shit as that.
But
yeah.
for me, I think they say that less than 5% of the population. It's a very low number actually. 5% of the population actually get past gold. I don't know if it's 5%. That's probably the wrong number, but it's definitely a low number.
Well, I mean,
So,
it makes when you have just so many players, that makes sense.
yeah,
Like I'm gold 2 right now. I was platinum. I had a
Okay.
bad loss. I had a bad string of losses. Went down to gold. You know.
it's one of those things where I jungle, and if I get into a game and I have like a range 80 carry that just wants to be a piece of shit and, you know, just gets murdered like over and over and over and over and over and over again, game over. Like it's done, you know? And that's like one of the downsides of League is that it's heavily dependent upon your team not being toxic, but the entire game is like based around a toxic culture of people.
Well,
so
it's all MOBAs. It's not just League.
Yeah.
I mean, League
Yeah,
might
you're
have
right,
started
you're right.
that, but like, dude, MOBA and like someone brought it up in our chat before. There's an actual name for it because
What?
why MOBAs are so toxic, because it's so easy to blame your team. There's an actual there's something fallacy or some shit.
Yeah.
There's actually a name for it because like you're doing something, you're like, why aren't they doing this with me, or why do they do? You know, it's very easy to place the blame on your other teammates, more so in a MOBA than like any other, because there's certain objectives and shit like that. I don't know. And
You
the
know what's
roles
funny
and
that you
everything.
say that is that as a jungler, right? I am like the wild card in the game. Okay, so like I could appear in the bottom, the middle, the top, or I can duke it out with the jungler in the jungle, right? But there's this, like you were just saying about the whatever the fallacy is, when you're a jungler, there's a fallacy that if any lane loses, it's your fault because you didn't help them gank, right? So like I am basically the blame of every loss no matter what happens. But as you play jungle more and more, you start to see, okay, this guy's fucking off over here, this
Puppy's
guy
that
down
shit
here is doing something else. Like you can actually see like what's going on in the game from like an outsider's perspective, and you can say to yourself, well, I want to get involved in this, or I want to get involved in that. And it doesn't matter at the end of the day, if these people want to call you out and blame you, they're going to. And it's that exact thing you're talking
It's funny
about.
because I just searched for it in our server, and of course, it was Puppies who said it, and he posted it in the chat as I was finding the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's in the field of psychology, the Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias in which people with low ability at a task overestimate their ability. It is related to cognitive bias of illusory superiority and comes from the inability of people to recognize their lack of ability. Yeah.
Get good.
So does that mean I
nerds.
suck?
Yes.
No, I mean if you're if you're not the one being a jerk, no, it's not.
No, I'm usually not a jerk. It takes a certain person. Like there's certain people that just really will tank the game for you. And like once the game is winding down, I'll usually be like, "Yo, dude, like try not to be an asshole next game or something, or like
The
go
thing,
do
the
something
thing about
else,
doing
you
that,
know?
regardless of how couth you may say it or not,
Yeah,
it-
you're
feeding into
still.
it. That's
yeah.
why I just immediately will block and mute immediately.
Yeah.
In the game, like luckily I'm sure League does it too with heroes. If I block someone, I won't be placed with them again. So
Yeah.
like immediately, I don't even. It's not even like a, you know what I'm saying. So I'll almost certainly report every single person I can, regardless of how effective it is or not. Like, you know, I just don't have time for that shit. Like I'm 31 years old.
Oh, 31, the big man.
You know,
Big
your
old
boy-
man in the
your
room.
boy over here, you know, he ain't got much time to live. He's just trying to, you know, he's getting the end of his years and just gotta chill with his stress, you know.
Chill with the stress. I hear you. My mom's calling me. Give me 1 second, boys.
But so for me, I am back into playing stressful games with, like, you know, the Souls-like games.
Why
so
you do this
I've
to
been
yourself?
I don't know. I was just like I'm trying to go back and finish games I've been meaning to play. So for me,
Sure.
it's I had Neo 2 Forever ready to go from GamesFly, and it's been sitting there for 2 months, and I hadn't played it. So I was like, you know what, fine. I actually was playing the Dragon Ball Z game that came out with
which one?
Kakarot is like
Oh,
the
sure,
open
sure.
world one. It's fun, but it was getting a little too campy and like.
Yeah, they're pretty campy, dude.
And not only that, but it's just like they have like the. I don't understand like why people think like having the same like like catchphrase repeated over and over and over and over and over game in like 10 minutes is something good to have happen. Like
Sure.
people play it and be like, no, this is kind of annoying, because my wife's like, just like, can you make them stop saying the same shit? Because it's literally just like. anytime you face an enemy with Piccolo, he's like, like must be. It's like I think I can handle this, and you're like, what? Just can you just not? But
Give him
anyway,
another voice line.
yeah, or just have a just randomize. It's
Yeah.
fine. Just have 10 and just randomize it, or whatever.
Sure.
But yeah. So I was playing that, but then I just got into Avengers, and then anyway. So I've been playing Neo 2, which is great until I got to the point I got stuck on the snake boss last night for like 2 hours.
It's
and I
always
couldn't
doing the
beat
snake
it.
bosses.
I know it's terrible, but I think I'm gonna try to platinum Neo 2 because I looked up like what's required for it, and I can probably do it. The only hard part is just the proficiency with all the weapons and whatnot. And then I also picked up the Surge 2 because it's 50% off right now on the PlayStation Store. So the Surge 2 with all the DLC, the Ultimate Edition, is $20. So I started playing that a little bit yesterday, and I was like, oh, I forgot how much fun that this game is and how frustrating it is at the same time. So those are the games I'm playing right now. And I'm probably going to pick up, I'm going to try to finish, which is, what game is it that I wanted to finish? Oh, Mafia 3, because it was like on, they just remade Mafia. And then Mafia 3 was a PlayStation Plus free game. And I was
I
like,
always
I want to
loved
play
the
it.
first Mafia was dope. I haven't played anyone after that because that was PlayStation 2, and then after that it was the next.
Yeah, they remade it.
them
So
ones.
they just remastered it. So it's great. So, but yeah, other than that, I don't have anything else going on. So I'm looking forward to. Well, what are you guys looking forward to? Anything coming up?
Actually, yeah, the new Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. It's like Nintendo. They have like a Dynasty Warriors game, but Zelda. The first one was okay.
Did not know this.
Yeah. There's a new one, the Hyrule Warriors 2: Age of Calamity. Is a prequel set during the Age of Calamity, obviously, when Calamity Ganon was like fucking over all of Hyrule.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Dynasty Warriors, but Zelda, and it's awesome. Like I really enjoyed the first one. The second one seems pretty cool. So probably that, and obviously the new Halo, whenever that's gonna 2021. I'm not doing the next Destiny 2, which is crazy for me because
Really?
Destiny 2 was my favorite. Yeah, I'm just over it. It's just I'm not gonna. Again, I said this earlier. I'm trying to spend money on games that I don't want. Like I know that I'm not gonna put 100% in. Yeah.
Well, I am going to make it my goal in life to get a PS5. Notice I said it right that time. Because
Yes.
You want
as
PS3
anybody, I kind of want a PS3 too though. But honestly, based off of the game that I want to get, the chances of me playing it by then, I might have to get a PS3 to play it. No, because Demon Souls is exclusive to PS3. But
That's funny.
anybody that knows, that I'm a fucking huge Dark Souls fan. I am like nerd bonering all over Demon Souls, so I like have to play this game, and I'm going to be probably beating the shit out of little kids at Toys R Us. Wait, we're in the 2020. There isn't Toys R Us anymore. I was flashbacking to PlayStation 2 days, but I have to do everything in my power to get a PS3. Like it has to happen. It has to happen because I'm super excited about it. I'm actually really excited to play Resident Evil 7. I never played it, and I've played every single Resident Evil except for this one. So, except for Resident Evil 3 Remake, which has made its way down to $30. It's almost in my price range. When it hits that $20 point, I'm picking that shit up.
There you go.
Yeah, that's about it. I don't really have anything else on the agenda for gaming.
Yeah. I think the only
Marvel
thing I'm
Strike
looking forward
Force,
to-
does that count?
Yeah,
No,
I mean, that's
we're talking
just
about
a-
actual games.
Yeah.
We're talking about real video games, guys.
I think the only other thing I'm looking forward to is I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk, but I don't. Is it coming to PS5? We don't know when. It's just PS4.
They haven't
and PC,
said.
Right?
They haven't said.
Because I was gonna get it for PS4, but I was like, because I realized it comes out like November 16th, and I'll probably I'm at this point I'm just gonna wait until they become readily available, which will probably be 2021, and just get one to be fine. So, but I'll the PS3 I can send you. I also have a PS3 if you want, Chef. I'll just send it to you. I don't really use it.
I have a PS3. I'm teasing.
No.
I appreciate that though.
So Cyberpunk, I'm really looking forward to, and there was one other thing that I was looking forward to. Oh, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is the game that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, that game's gonna
That's
be
gonna be
dope.
so good.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
be a cool-
I'm gonna
it's be a
stream
cool
that.
game.
I'll stream my entire gameplay on Twitch for that because I will play the shit out of that game.
Yeah.
For anyone who knows me, I have Assassin's Creed tattoos. Assassin's Creed is my favorite game series
Do you like
of all
Assassin's
time.
Creed?
I do love Assassin's Creed, and I'm very much looking forward to playing that entire way through. So But yeah, it's good times. I'm
mean,
looking
actually,
forward to
really
all that
quick.
stuff.
I haven't played any of the Assassin's Creeds. Do you think I'll be fine hopping in on that one?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay, cool.
Well, there was a huge deal on Xbox the other day for nearly all of them for like $15. So I don't know.
No, it's not 15. It's 50. 50 for everything.
I
I didn't get everything. I got like half of them.
But like, yeah, it's definitely good, and it's one of those games that the games build upon themselves. So they learn what works, and they take stuff like from the previous games and just really refine them. Like I
I'll
really
tell you, the
like
first few Assassin's Creeds do not hold up at the standard.
they do not.
I
had the
didn't-
remastered ones.
I'm pretty sure that I remembered playing the very first one and being like, yeah, I'm good on this.
Second
So-
one's way better.
So funny enough, is the very first Assassin's Creed predates trophies on the PlayStation.
Really
Yeah, the very first Assassin's Creed came out before trophies were a thing. So
interesting.
So you were just running around collecting flags and whatnot, just for shits and giggles. There's no reason to do it. So
Sounds like fun.
yeah, it was not a fun time. But anyway, I don't know. I really loved Origins. I really like how they just reimagined the Assassin's Creed world as like an RPG with like a looter shooter kind of thing.
Interesting.
And then they really like finessed it for Odyssey. I still think Odyssey is like one of the best Assassin's Creeds of all time. I just love the storyline. Like all the side missions matter, and like they're all voiced differently, and like they all like you care about them, and it was just a lot of fun. So I'm very excited for Valhalla and see what they do with it. And also, one other game real quick that I'm looking forward to is Godfall.
Oh yeah, people talking about
Oh
that.
yeah, that's gonna be dope. Actually, I remember seeing the previews for that.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be a PS5 launch title as well, so I'll probably play that as well. And it just seems like a fantastical medieval type, beat 'em up looter shooter kind of looter brawler. I guess what they're calling it. I don't know. So we'll see.
Looter brawler.
But it's definitely going to be. I'll be playing a lot of games whenever I can get a PlayStation 5. So we'll just.
Oh,
see
look
what
at this.
happens.
Remen says Cyberpunk on Twitter confirmed PS5.
November 19th, almost a launch title. Oh yeah, look at that.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
That's dope.
Oh, so it'll be an upgrade. So I'll just wait until that comes out and just buy it digitally. So I was gonna get the disc for it. I probably won't though. But anyway, it'll be a good time. So anyway, that's it. You guys have anything else?
Nah,
flexing-
I'm
flexing on
super
your birthday?
Happy birthday, Ashy. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
have some great lunch right now. I'm very excited.
I hope that lunch tickles your fancy.
You know, it's hard for food to not tickle my fancy. I'm a pretty easy boy to please.
I know, man. I look forward to us getting to go up there and do like a grand meal together. Like I feel like it's gonna be a good experience because
it'd
we're
be
both
wonderful.
Italian. You know what I'm saying? And
Be
like,
wonderful.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. We'll throw down.
It's gonna be the worst.
It's gonna be the worst. Yeah, you're gonna be saying it's the worst because Dami and I are gonna be like fucking munching down like an entire menu wherever we go, and Vash is gonna be like, God, I can't.
I
believe
can't
I
eat
have to-"
pasta. Keto hurts
I'm watching my figure.
I can have a sip of beer.
I don't know.
I
Are you
hung
trying-
out
you're-
with
are you even
Ryan-
dieting right now? I don't even.
I
think
hung
you
out
are,
with
yeah.
Ryan
Whatever.
Reynolds, and he told me his secret to getting the sexy V, and that's what I want.
The
So
sexy
no
V.
pizza for me.
I'm gonna go have pizza just
That's
because.
the worst.
Yeah, we are the worst.
You can catch us on Instagram at og.podcast or Twitter is overachievers.
As I
Our
grab my love
website is
handles.
ogpodcast.fm, where you can get this episode and every other episode where we talk about video games, Marvel Strike Force, and other stuff like cooking, pasta,
And Vash's wall of puppy photos,
wall of puppy photos, and
which
so
is not a
anyway,
bad thing, man. That's
No.
actually it's freaking adorable. Look at that little guy.
there he is. He's
Yeah.
just sleeping on. He's just been sleeping on the lap. For this
He's
entire
he's a good
episode,
boy, man. He didn't. Archie's the one that got out of line today.
Yeah. So,
Way to go,
anywho, catch you guys next time, and we'll see you guys next week where we go back to MSF podcast.
Yay!
Bye.
Peace.
Cool.
I just realized Remen's not an envoy.
No,
I was gonna
No.
invite him to do the envoy chat with you and I, but I guess we can't.
can't do that.
It's illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal. I'm sorry, guys. Unless no, never mind.
Unless you're a fucking thief.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Hellfire could be envoy of this, but I don't know. What that
Shit,
meant.
honestly, like
Probably won't be an envoy. Honestly,
to
there's no.
talk
What's the
about-
point of being an envoy?
that's what I'm saying, dude. Like I don't want my name on an NDA if this is how it's gonna fucking go, because I don't want that liability hanging over my shoulders if Jackass is just gonna sit out there being like,
Like, there's no point of being an envoy. I'll
No.
say it. You heard it from me.
yeah,
That's not just because I don't play the game.
you coming back for the auto sim though?
Not if they make it. You can only do like a few, and then you got to pay cores.
I don't think that's how. I think it's gonna be
I guarantee you're gonna get a lot of. You're gonna a daily allotment of it, and if you want to continue auto simming, you got to pay cores. Guarantee it.
I think
Guarantee it.
yeah, I don't
You
think
do
you're
have, like,
wrong.
You have 4,500 cores right now on your account, so it doesn't matter. So
I think that that's really funny because that's how many I have on my boy's account. But
That's
and
funny.
he actually said the other night when I told him about the auto sim, he was like, "Oh, dude," he's like, "If they have that, like, I'll definitely come back."
Dang.
But
well, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I'm maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I am going to get some lunch. Thank you guys so much. Everyone that's
All right,
streaming
man.
out. Boys, you have a wonderful day. Charlie, I'll probably be on around like 8:30 or 9. I don't know. Maybe if
Just
I'm
text me.
drunk, I'm not going to remember. That's the thing. So I plan on having at least 3 margaritas, and 2 usually gets me
yeah.
drunk. So
sweet. Well, I'll just see the live notification on Twitch, and then
yeah, we
I'll,
definitely have room. There's only 4 people signed up in my Alliance Discord.
I might
Not
get
my
a second
Alliance.
one and just have a man. Well, no, she doesn't have a Steam account.
You can do it on your phone. It's free on the phone. Free on mobile. Yeah.
How?
So it's free. Just go to the app stores, download it. You can play it on mobile. It's free.
What?
That's
Okay.
This game is great. It's crossplay. It's great.
We're gonna do this right now.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll check you later. Peace.
Oof. Look at Wiki Wolf's freaking Sinister 6 team, 515,000 on defense. Good night. It's a sexy team. Hey, Wiki Wolf, my Merc team is better than yours. Bitch. Actually,
It
yeah.
is free. That's awesome.
What's free?
Among Us.
Why is it free?
I don't know. It's free on the App Store. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the restroom really quick before we do the envoy thing.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're not we're not gonna be live for it, but yeah, it'll be fun times. Symbiotes will bring you back, especially if you get good red stars. Yeah, I have a 6 red star. I have a 6 red star. What's it called? Orb that I'm gonna pull for Scream. I'm waiting for it. I think it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Watch me get the Ravager Stitcher Orb. Is what it'll be. Or Bruiser. Good luck. I hope, dude. I need all the luck with regards to that. But yeah. I'm waiting with my 6 for anti-venom. Scream's the one you want with it. Well, I mean, maybe. Scream not as good as anti-venom? You think so? Okay. Maybe I'll save it for anti-venom though. Is it mainly for the focus, I would say? Probably, right? I don't think any of them will need red star. Well, you want health and you want focus, really. So I think it's probably that's why you want for the cleanse and everything like that. So that's just my thought.
I think it's for the focus, personally.
That's what
It's
I
not
think
for the
it is, too.
damage, because I think that Carnage, Venom, and
heals,
Symbiote
yeah.
will be the ones to provide the damage.
Yeah, it's heals based on his health pool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will full on open my entire wallet for it. I have the nice thing is I have about $150 in Apple Cash for just getting, because I signed up for an Apple credit card, and they just 5% back on purchases, and I bought a lot of shit for work, so I have 5%, or I have $150 going, so that's free, and that's free stuff in this app store. So anybody want a slightly used liver? Just slightly used. You don't want my liver. I might need a liver transplant after quarantine is done. Also brain transplant, because I'll need it. So, but yeah.
So
We're still live too, by the way.
yeah, I figured. They just popped up with Elsa for $2. I don't know if you need that or not.
I mean, it's good if you're trying to finish her up, but she has a node. Anybody who's like farmable,
Yeah.
I
did
don't
we're the same. I also just 7-starred mine, but I bought the Ghost Rider, but
I
when
bought,
they did his,
I bought the Red Skull because I haven't 6
oh,
red stars.
100%. Dude, I mean, I had 4 red stars, and that put him at 4 stars for me, so that was like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
That legacy bundle for $5 was actually phenomenal, if you ask me.
That's 50. No, it's not 50. It's 25 orbs,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you have a chance to get gold out of them too. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
not bad. I mean,
Last-
if you're a newer player or you don't already have all those things, that is a freaking amazing deal.
Yeah.
By the way, I really went in on my Marauder team, and I got my Emma to G14. I have Sinister at G14, and I have Mystique at G14. That team has actually been yielding some decent defensive victories, but we got kind of clapped in our last war, unfortunately.
Yeah, mine's at. I just was. I didn't realize that Punk is in Panzerfault Multiverse, and we just faced him in war, and they just destroyed
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh, nice Emirato's team," because it's like 580 something like that on defense.
Wow.
So it's tough to beat.
Yeah, so
Unless
I jokingly said this to Remen a second ago, but I'm on my timed run, right? I legitimately have not done DD3 in 5 days.
I just
know why?
auto on Dom's account. That's it.
You know why I don't do it? Because I got to spend an hour and a half of my day doing PvP.
It's true. That's why I just auto on
Yeah.
DD3 on Dom's account. I don't even fucking care.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
whatever.
Wiki Wolf, I looked at your PM, don't worry. The fucking 515k Doc Ock team. I saw that. Sexy.
That's nice. How
Remen
you guys?
says anyone want a slightly used liver?
Yeah, that's what I was saying that earlier.
All right, you wanna get the show on the road?
I guess so. All right, we'll catch you guys next time. We're gonna record the Envoy stuff, and then, have you seen my doc? No, I have not. I don't know if you want to say that out loud, Remen. It's just like,
Invite me to Envoy chat.
yeah. I pulled 6 red stars for doc, so I'm actually kind of excited for it. But I need more for X23. I don't have enough.
You know, I actually have I have 2 elite 4-star ticket. No, excuse me. I have 1 elite 4-star and 2 elite 5-star tickets and 30 red stars right now.
Nice.
I just realized I didn't even open him when Doc was. Is he still in it?
I don't know.
Still with the boosted rates?
Yes, he is. He's
Yeah,
until
I'm
tonight.
gonna have to open these today then.
You can do it. You want to do it on the pod when we do it? Since we'll do the Envoy chat, we'll save it. For
You want me
the
to do
end.
it on the Envoy chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't care.
Unless you're gonna do it on stream, because you have to do it. He's out of it tonight. So
I'm not doing it on stream. I don't want to open up all my red stars, but I mean I'll open the 2 elite 5s. I mean one of those is for finishing DD3, and I have more coming. So I'm actually only on node 2 in DD3. I haven't even finished it yet. Like I literally just could not be asked to do that this week.
yeah, it's not been fun. So
I will say this much:
he's cheap
the new
for
Symbi-
G14 for sure. I think he's definitely worth G14ing Doc Ock. Any legendary is, in my opinion.
yeah, the new symbiotes.
Ridiculous.
They're
what we'll
gonna be
leave you guys with.
insane. They're gonna be insane.
I'm not spending money on this game, and I'm fucking opening my wallet for that game.
I don't spend any money on this game more than $2 on Red Skull packs, but I probably will buy a pack for Screamer Anti Venom.
I will. I don't know if I'm gonna go. Remen, how much does it cost to go 7-star character when they're released? $400 per character.
I mean, it would purely depend on what you pull, right? Like you could potentially open one of those orbs and pull a 180, and that would cut you down drastically.
Because if it's like with offers, okay, that's what I was assuming. Yeah, that's what I thought, right? Because then you have to do all the orbs until they're good to go, right? If I can figure out how many I cores, because I'll blitz and still do cores and whatnot.
You know,
With
I gotta
offers
be
blitz?
honest.
No,
I like
what?
the new I like the new
650
blitz
with offers. Fuck, no, thank you.
I like the new
None of
blitz number milestones or whatever, because I've been able to get, because I usually score like 3 or 4 mil, and I've been able to get a decent amount of shard, more than I was originally out of the blitz. So I actually kind of like the new tier system they have. I know some people don't like it, but
Yeah, well, it's
I definitely do.
121 per go. So, I mean, I could probably go with blitzing and all that sort of stuff. I'll have to run the numbers and figure out how many it would take to get from 0 to whatever, and I'll go from there. So,
do you guys think Scream is out next week? I mean, yeah, I would think so.
No,
I think
She-Hulk
She-Hulk
first.
is gonna be first. Yeah, it'll
I
go
think-
She-Hulk, Scream, Anti-Venom.
yeah, they've always had the very first. Whatever character's announced first is always the first one. It's always the first campaign.
I'm pretty sure that Scream is gonna be a. Didn't they say it was gonna be an event, a campaign event?
Scream?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's
Probably
Scream
the
is going to
blog
be a
post.
campaign event, and then Anti-Venom's going to be a blitz release.
Yeah.
Because this Thursday is Cyclops.
I'm all for it.
I mean, I'm all for it
Great.
too, but I mean, it's just weird.
Oh, I'm in the Black Panther loop right now on DD3.
Oh God,
So Black Panther's just killing
everything.
No, Greg. Greg's the only
Oh,
one
he's just
not
killing Greg over and over.
I mean, and he's just like, because he's the only one stealth right now, or not stealth, and so Black Panther's just going and killing everyone. But it's like taking everyone's health bar down, or not health bar, but speed bar down. It's hilarious.
Mhm.
So, but all right, cool. We'll catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in for this week's OG podcast. We'll be back next week with
Take it easy.
that. But anyway, Tuesday, the Envoy chat will come out, and then I get to complain and see if things are happening that they shouldn't be happening to our podcast. So it's gonna be great. Can't wait. All right, see you guys later. Bye.